What is up, ADG traders? This is Munya and welcome back to my trading channel. Today I'm gonna show you guys how I made $92 in profit using this strategy. I deposited 100 USD and basically I doubled my money using this strategy. So we're gonna go through the step-by-step process of creating or installing this strategy, and also we're going to talk about the conditions that you can use this strategy with. As you can see, that was the deposit and here was profit. Okay, if you're new to this channel, please make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so that you are notified each and every time I post a video like this, right? If you also want to join our free Telegram community, the link is in the description box below. You can just click the link and just take you straight to our channel with over 5,000 people in there, and you'll be also be able to be part of a trading community where I post strategies, where I post signals, where I post anything to do with trading. Okay, and if you don't have an account and you want to be trading what I'm trading right now, there's a link also in the description box that will take you through where you can sign up a very good account with a very good reputable broker, right? I use deriv.com. All you have to do is click the link and it will take you straight to where you can sign up and start trading as well. Okay, so what I have today is a two-in-one strategy. Again, it is basically a very powerful spike catching strategy and also a scalping strategy. I have used the scalping side of this strategy mostly to make these profits, right? But you can also use the spike catching side. As you can see, there's a spike right there we could have caught, which just happened a few minutes before I started this video. I was just watching this setup, and as you can see, there's a spike there, and you'll find out later that you can actually catch spikes with this strategy. So as usual, we'll go through the step-by-step process because I know there are traders who are completely new and they don't know how to do it. So we're gonna do the same thing as we always do. Make sure you also check out my other videos right here on this channel so that you find the best fit strategy for yourself. Remember, everyone has a different trading style, so make sure you check out all the strategies so that you can find the one that suits your trading style. Okay, so let's get into this business. I'm gonna delete everything right here, and as you can see, we now have a blank chart. What we want to do now is we want to install the first indicators, which are for the main chart, and then the second indicators, which are for the indicator window one. Okay, so I'm going to go to indicators, then main window. Then the first indicator that we want to install is a moving average, and it has a period of 10, a shift of -5, a method of linear weighted, apply to close. The color, I'll choose the color green, and then click save, then done. And as you can see, we now have the first indicator right on our charts. The second indicator that we want is also a moving average, and it is going to have a period of 7 this time, a shift of 5, +5, a method of linear weighted, apply to close. The color, I will choose the color red, and then click save, then done. This is the first section for our indicators. The next section that we need is an indicator window. So the first indicator that is going to go in our indicator window one is the average directional movement index, which is this one, and it is going to have the following settings: a period of 1, the following levels: level 95, level 50, level 35, and level 5. And I'm going to click done. And one more thing that I need to clarify on this ADM movement is your styling, right? So if you have a black background, you're going to choose a black color on your styles for all the colors. If you have a white background like me, you see that all my 3 colors are white. So make sure it's just to the color of your background, something like this, right? The next indicator that we will need is a parabolic SAR. It is also going to go to our indicator window 1. So I'll choose indicator window 1, then go to parabolic SAR, and it is going to have the following settings: a max of 0.05, a step of 0.2, a style of green. You can choose any color of your choice. I'll choose green, then done. And as you can see, we now have our charts. All right, then the next indicator, or the last one, is a moving average, which is also going to go to indicator window 1 like this. It's a moving average. This time it has a period of 10, it has a shift of 0, a method of exponential, and then the color apply to close, and then the color red, and then you click on done. Right, so now that we have installed this strategy, what's now left is knowing when to buy and when to sell. So like I said, this strategy works both ways. You can buy on crash and also sell on crash using the same strategy. Okay, let me clarify on the time frame and the zoom level. I prefer to use the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frame with this strategy, because mostly I was scalping and not swing trading, so I use lower time frames. So I would recommend that you use lower time frames. And also what you need to understand is you're going to be using the first zoom level, basically one increment up, something like this. Right, that's the zoom level that we're going to be using. And I think by now you can already tell when I'm going to buy and when I'm going to sell. But before we jump into that, guys, I would really advise you to join the Telegram community so that you get updates on what's happening on each and every strategy. We also post about account management in that Telegram channel. We also post about signals, about mentorship, and other services that we offer and that we can you can get from us, the help that you can get from us, basically. So I don't know, what should we start with? Should we start with spike catching or scalping? I think we can start with spike catching, because that's what we can actually see right now on this setup, which just happened a few minutes ago before I started recording. So basically, with this strategy, you are going to be looking for crossovers. You're going to be looking at indicator 1 if you want to catch spikes. For you to catch spikes, you will need your moving average and your parabolic SAR dots to be at level 95. These extreme levels, right? These extreme levels. So once it reached level 95, you were supposed to wait for the spike, and it actually reached level 95 at this stage, which was like 4 minutes away from the spike. And then you can see the spike then came and went all the way down. Right, remember the correct zoom level. Okay, so we can look for more examples. As you can see, our red line reached the extreme level, level 95, and then bang, the spike came. We can keep looking right here. Our red line reached level 95, and there was a series of spikes following. Right, another helpful tip that you need is, if you see the parabolic dots, then switch sides to be on top. If you're on crash, then it means that that sell is going to go for a long while. The parabolic SAR dots basically act as a trend line. So if they switch from being at the bottom to be on top of the red line, then it means you can even add more positions, because the spikes are going to keep on coming and coming. Right, okay. And then obviously the parabolic SAR dots, like I said, is going to act as a trend line. Right, it's going to tell you the trend line. So basically, the main window, if you want to catch spikes, doesn't work. This top part, you can't use it for spike catching. If you're catching spikes, you only have to use the bottom part. Maybe let's take a look at boom, so that you can also see boom spikes, right? We said you want your red line to reach the extremes. This time for boom, it has to be below 5. The moment it reaches this region, start buying. Region 5, start buying. This time it missed region 5 and then it spiked before it reached region 5, so it would have missed this setup, this spike. But let's look at where you actually caught the spikes. Right here, you will actually catch them and go all the way up with them. So this works for boom, for all the boom and crash, including boom 300 and crash 300. Okay, now let's look at the spike. Let's look at the scalping side of this strategy. Let's look at the scalping side of this strategy. Maybe let's take a look at boom 1000. And for you to catch spikes on boom, for you to scalp, basically trade these smaller candlesticks, you're going to switch to your 5-minute time frame for you to get a perfect entry, and then go back to the 1-minute time frame. So basically the conditions are almost the same. What you want is you want your red line here and your parabolics are to be above level 90 if you're on boom. If they are above level 90 like this, you're going to go to your charts and look for this crossover of the green and the red. The moment you see this crossover of the green and the red, you're going to place your trade. Can you see? So you're supposed to place your trade right around this region. Why? Because all our conditions were met. Remember, we talked about what? Our indicator window 1 being in the extreme 95. We talked about the red and green crossing, and then you actually enter your trade. So you'd enter at this point, and you can see it went all the way down to that point. Right now, obviously you're wondering, when do I take profit? Right, there's so many ways that you can do it. You can target 2 5-minute candlesticks. Right, we are in our 5-minute candlesticks, or basically that translates to 10 1-minute candlesticks. So you can wait for 10 minutes after each and every entry that you make. Right, that's the simplest explanation. Okay, same thing happened. Can you see? This is a trace of the trade that I actually took. We went from this section to this region, right? I placed my trade right here. The dotted one is just, that one is just a trace of the trade that I actually took. If you can see on my results, I actually have that trade right here. This is the one that's making me all this money, the $5 that all that money, right? It was actually from that trade. I waited for way longer than that because I was using the other way of taking profit, which is basically targeting this 50 level. So you can actually enter from your extreme, which was here. You can actually enter from your extreme, which was here, and target the 50 level mark. This is what I actually did. The same way, if you are on crash, let's look at crash 1000 in our 5-minute time frame, which is about to mature for a buy trade. So for those that would have clicked the notification bell, you'll be able to catch this trade if you're fast enough, right? Same thing, we're in an extreme 5. We have a crossover right here. So what's left is to enter into a buy trade, right? As simple as that, guys. As simple as that. So with this strategy, you can go both ways. It's not like you only have to wait for one extreme level. You can go both ways with this strategy. That's the good part about it. And the good thing is, I've also tried and tested it. It is not 100% strategy, but I think it's over 90% accurate. Can you see? It's over 90% accurate because there was a deposit of 100 USD and a profit of 92 in basically a few hours time, right? So I hope you can practice this strategy the same way I did. I'll respond to comments that are posted within the first 30 minutes of this video going live. So if you want me to answer your question, please make sure you quickly comment. I'll be reading comments within the first 30 minutes of this video playing. So just check your time when this video was played, and you can ask whatever you want to understand, or anything that I would have missed in telling you guys about this strategy. But with that said, make sure you have a trading account. There's a link that you can click and join with the best broker that I'm using, which is Deriv, and you can also sign up for your account. And I started a second channel, guys. If you want to know more about it, where I post about these strategies in depth, where we do live trading, make sure you go to the Telegram channel. You'll find a link for the second channel, and I also leave the link in the description box below. All you have to do is subscribe. There's a video that is actually pending that you can actually watch, which is very, very powerful, I believe. I'm just waiting for the right time to release that strategy. And until next time.